The USC Trojans just got a triple dose of good news. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron with my buddy Paul. We are the Big Ten guys on the daily, pushing out Big Ten content. So don't miss out. All you got to do, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and hit the like button, USC fans, because I have a feeling we're going to start talking about USC a lot more, and they're going to surprise a lot of people. So let's jump right into it. First and foremost, big win for the Trojans yesterday, beating Purdue in West Lafayette, Indiana, 33-17. A lot of people might look at this score and say, listen, not a dominant win, not ideal against a team like Purdue, but let's not forget, one, Purdue was 2-0 going into this game. Two, there was a weird weather delay in this game in Indiana. You know, USC probably not a fan of going to Indiana. It still blows my mind that they're a Big Ten team, but that's beside the point. But even through that, even though the offense did not necessarily click on every single gear, defensively, they did well. They had 3 interceptions. They had 5 picks. So there was a lot of good things to look at going into this game, this first Big Ten challenge. Now, Maava would argue could have done better at times. No throwing touchdowns, did have a rushing touchdown. But looking at it, not a bad performance by the Trojans. As well, Jordan, 18 carries, 77 yards, a rushing touchdown as well. And so this was not the full capacity. This was not the top of the hill when it comes to the production USC's offense has the potential to have. But again, first game against a Big Ten opponent away, weird weather delay, solid win. And you might be asking, well, what the heck's the other good news, Aaron? There's some other things we got to talk about moving on to the schedule, so do not worry. But comment below, tell me what you think of this game against the Boilermakers. Were you happy? Do you wish the outcome would have been a little different, as in Trojans winning, maybe dropping 40, 50 points? What are your thoughts? But again, a win is a win. Going 3-0, continuing into Big Ten play is very big for this USC team. Again, a lot of people have high expectations for teams like Penn State, teams like Ohio State. Even still, people believe in the Wolverines, even though they lost to Oklahoma. But one team a lot of people have not been talking about is USC. And I think they are creeping up, and they're going to start knocking on the doors of the conversation of, hey, could this team make the Big Ten championship game? A lot of people, I feel like, are sleeping on the Trojans. What are your thoughts after this win against the Boilermakers? So that's the first thing. Big win. Defense, ton of turnovers. Offense, okay, could have done better, but a win's a win. That's the first good piece of news. Second piece of news is this, and you're going to probably say, Aaron, why are you bringing up Michigan State, Youngstown State? Well, first, let me tell you this. I am a Michigan State fan. From Michigan, love Michigan State ever since I was a kid. This game right here, 41-24. If you look at it, you're like, okay, they won somewhat handily. I will tell you this. It was not a great game for Michigan State. Youngstown State was still in the game in the fourth quarter. It just never felt great. They never felt like they truly put them away like a lot of people expected to do of an FCS program. And the reason I bring this up, and the reason this is good news for the Trojans, is guess who comes to LA next week? Guess who comes to Southern California next week? That is the Michigan State Spartans. And it pains me to say it, but if Michigan State is struggling against a team like Youngstown State, and even the week before they played Boston College just lost to Stanford, who lost to, of all teams, Hawaii at the beginning of the season. I love Michigan State. I still have high hopes for Michigan State. But I'm not going to be biased on this show. That is good news for the Trojans, that they're coming in. Michigan State, have they had a true challenge yet? Is Boston College as good as everyone thought? Maybe not. Did they struggle a little bit with Youngstown State? Yeah, that game was, they shouldn't have let them get 24 points and let them be in the game in the fourth quarter. As well, the game is at 11 p.m. Pacific time. Let's not forget Michigan, where I'm at. We are in Eastern Standard Time. So that means 11 o'clock at night is going to be late. Sorry, not 11 Pacific time. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time that kick is going to be. So that take away 3 from there. So it's going to be 8 p.m. Pacific time. There we go. So again, it's going to be that's a late game. I do not know if I'm going to be able to hang. I do not. Dad of 3, beautiful wife, busy days. I don't think I'm going to be able to hang. But anyways, that's good for the Trojans. That, hey, a test in the Spartans at home, but have they truly had a test? Have they truly done well, besides obviously beating Boston College? But there's been a couple things that make you question, that make you raise your eyebrow. Are they as good as we think they are going to be? Last year, they started off the season as well, 3-0. They didn't end up making a bowl game. What will happen this year? My hope, gosh, I will tell you, my hope is we make at least a bowl game, that we continue to play somewhat well. But I'm very nervous for Maava and this offense, because I think after kind of somewhat being like average against Purdue, they're going to come out and open a can of you-know-what against the Spartans. So we will see. Comment below. That's the other bit of good news that Trojans fans should be confident in going into next week. So you got the win. You got Michigan State. Who knows what's going on with them? And things are looking up with them going to Southern California to play the Trojans. Struggling with FCS teams, barely beaten Boston College, who lost to Stanford. Last but not least, UCLA. And this was the cherry on top for you guys. I had to leave this in at the end. The cherry on top, UCLA losing, not losing, getting decimated by New Mexico. Decimated by New Mexico. This is not good. This is a bigger win margin than Michigan State had on Youngstown State. Again, just saying. Wow. They thought they would bring Nico in from Tennessee and things would be different. No. Not ideal. Not good. UCLA will get absolutely pummeled by the Trojans. No mercy. I think the Trojans will put up at least 60 points. Minimum. It is going to be embarrassing to watch for UCLA fans. So comment below. Tell me what you think. But again, good news on all fronts. Win for the Trojans against their first Big Ten opponent. Michigan State not looking so hot coming into LA next weekend. And then UCLA, crosstown rival, just dog water. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Would love to hear from you guys. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. Hit the like button too. You got to win. Might as well. We'll talk later. Peace.